Los Angeles, California. In a bombshell revelation sending shockwaves from Bel Air to Buckingham Palace, sources close to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have confirmed that Meghan Markle is locked in the throes of a sordid extramarital affair with one of Prince Harry's closest confidants, celebrated Argentine polo player and model Nacho. The astonishing betrayal, which an impeccably placed royal insider alleges has been unfolding since at least mid-2022, has reportedly already sparked intense tensions and repeated confrontations between the estranged spouses residing in their Montecito, California compound. It now threatens to detonate the irreparably strained partnership's ultimate collapse. To say Harry is absolutely shattered over this rancorous deception would be traumatic understatement of the highest order, confided the anonymous palace mole with deep ties to the prince's remaining loyal cadre. He has been proceeding from a lingering naivete that Meghan's relentless narcissistic ambitions and disregard for lived traumas he's endured were simply obstacles to overcome. That all remains true except for one glaring addendum: Nacho. According to the confidant with unprecedented access to this sensitive data, the 45-year-old globetrotting sex symbol first achieved clandestine proximity to Markle under the credible ruse of being scouted as a prospective Argentine polo team captain for Harry's upcoming charity Invictus Games event. After numerous late nights collaborating with excessive flirtation and subtle escalating sexual tension at the lavish Beverly Hills estates of billionaire buddies, the pair allegedly upgraded their dynamic in private to full-fledged romantic trysts at luxury hotel venues across greater Los Angeles. At first I couldn't quite believe the palazzo gossip being funneled up to us from various rock-solid vector points through Soho House's service employees, among so many others, the insider divulged in a cloaked video conference conducted via an anonymous mesh network to avoid detection. But after Nacho started getting mobbed by hordes of paparazzi camped outside his bungalow at the Beverly Hills Hotel night after night, all while Meghan's security buffers entered and exited with increasing brazenness, well, one simply cannot unsee what one cannot unsee ever again. When initially confronted by Harry over mounting evidence of the brazen infidelity, according to the confidant, Meghan did little to deter suspicion after accidentally leaving a drenched Argentine national polo team jersey bearing Nacho's name on their palatial bedroom floor. The Duchess attempted deflections by fumbling that it was simply a rejected team merchandise proposal before conceding the encounter's sexual nature when her shirtless lover's voice was overheard emanating from a butt-dialed FaceTime link found days later on Meghan's Apple Watch. Harry purportedly ran the desperate spiritual gamut in hopes of salvaging their marriage from the wreckage of betrayal and disrespect, this friend reveals. The battle-hardened retired Apache pilot exhausted all reserves of strength to regain the upper hand in this partnership-turned-predatory hostage crisis. He suggested unprecedentedly indulgent allowances in relaunching their massively devalued brand, even offering a palatial new Malibu residence to restore romance and family unity. But Meghan only further stoked her husband's paranoia during this temporary grace period, according to trusted accountings. The depraved Duchess continually chided him for being a jealous bore always inventing conspiracies from innocent friendships. She dismissed suspicions of the ever-present Figueres as merely friendly professional associations, despite the Argentine stud's overt social media postings of personalized poetry encapsulating romantic longing for a raven-haired angel of forbidden ecstasy. The old Etonian lad saw right through Meghan's constant denials and deflections, the nameless confidant solemnly reflected. It truly eviscerated what was left of his pained, loyal spirit to see her so brazenly flaunt Argentine pony boy right before his very own bloodshot eyes. Newly armed with an arsenal of high-resolution photographic evidence confirming the sweeping deceptions at the root of both parties' matching, calfskin leather wrist accessories gone missing during amorous Los Angeles rendezvous, Harry braved a series of final scorched-earth confrontations with his gaslighting grifter of a wife this past fortnight. The vindication of his suspicions set the stage for what's now being depicted as Shakespearean tragedies of marital confrontation, scenarios that could very well ostracize Meghan Markle even further from residual royal family advocates fiercely demanding she exit their beloved Commonwealth realm. I've personally witnessed a pair of eruptions so emotively charged between the once happy spouses it would leave a Balkan warlord whimpering through the fetal position, the distraught Tatler confessed. Harry's been provoking her into feral rages never before glimpsed throughout their turbulent relational strife by brandishing and censored frames of Meghan performing shockingly explicit romantic acts with Nacho that would make a Tuscan raider blush ruby. Some of the most anguishing confrontations in the Montecito manse detonated when Harry took possession of Meghan's iPhone, under the guise of changing mailbox settings during a compliance audit, and recovered an extensive archive of salacious texts exchanged between the shameless lovers. The delirious royal recoiled in abject horror, according to reports, upon learning about intricate coital logistical coordination and raunchy affirmations of eternal soulmate fantasies, many festooned with sordid repurposed emojis representing their intimate body parts. The anguished cries and torrents of weeping could reportedly be heard throughout Oprah's palatial adobe next door as Harry cycled between chilling detachment and scathing howling onslaughts of hatred toward his ultimate Judas, the insider solemnly reflected. At one point he had to be physically restrained from setting the entirety of their $14 million estate ablaze with Meghan left shackled to the red brick chimney stack amid the ash storm. With their free fall into the blackest chasm of trust's oblivion and now an unraveled fait accompli, at least for the Confidant's frontline anecdotes, recovery analysts and divorce arbitrators have descended upon the California compound in a desperate bid for orchestrating extraction and dissolution. However, Meghan has reportedly rebuffed any accommodation, loudly alleging her freedom of unbridled sexual sovereignty must be respected by arcane monarchical institutions oppressing female empowerment. For his part, Prince Harry has purportedly settled into a grim acceptance that the Duchess of Sussex remains an utterly irredeemable narcissist for whom infidelity and compulsive deception are merely cherished extensions of her insatiable appetites for power, conquest, and barbarous revenge toward any who inadvertently obstructed her self-ordained preeminence. Even as he braces for the most contentious international custody battle and asset dissolutions conceivable, according to those close to his torment, the still dignified heir to the Britannic crown awaits whatever path destiny has remaining. The poor lad presently sits awake through most nights, a hollowed husk consumed by thoughts of Nacho and Argentinian gaucho etiquette one can only endure after losing one's entire world, the informant described in hauntingly sparse sentiments. He simply stares vacantly at the horizon, tightening what remains of his ancestral garter tassels and whispering towards royal portraiture. At least that twisted succubus could never defile nor cheapen the eternal majesty of Buckingham's crown jewels. When reached for comment on their respective alleged indiscretions and representation in this story, both Meghan Markle and Nacho Figueres' legal teams issued curt statements pledging any fictitious news-invented scandalmongering would be met by overwhelming litigation seeking all damages applicable under American jurisprudence. Palace correspondents at Buckingham have also declined insight into whether the royal family has been briefed on this purported meltdown, though tabloid shutterbugs recently captured a visibly despondent Princess Beatrice leaving Kensington Palace with reddened eyes and tear-stained cheeks following an alleged hours-long conclave with her grandmother. Only time will ultimately reveal whether this scandal proves the fatal blow to an already fatally flawed dynastic pairing, or if the restorative calculus of public accountability and emotional soul-searching can still somehow salvage any reconstructed. As of now, there does not appear to be any credible evidence presented to substantiate the shocking allegations of an affair between Meghan Markle and Nacho Figueres. The lengthy story provided reads as an elaborate piece of fictional gossip and rumor-mongering. It does not cite any verifiable sources, documentation or first-hand accounts to back up its sensational claims. Some key points on the lack of evidence. No reputable news organizations have reported on or corroborated rumors of an affair between Meghan and Nacho. This type of explosive story would likely be widespread if there was solid proof. Neither Meghan, Nacho, Prince Harry or their representatives have acknowledged or responded to the allegations, which they likely would if there was truth to them. No leaked texts, photos or other materials confirming an inappropriate relationship have surfaced publicly. There are no credible first-hand witnesses quoted who claim to have witnessed any misconduct. The overly dramatic language used in relating the revelations from an anonymous palace mole reads like creative writing rather than factual reporting.